Is it real? No. Perhaps it's appropriate that here in the capital of fake, La La Land, Beyond Meat is leading the fake meat charge. How do you do that? The company had the best performing IPO in years. Meat alternatives are showing up in more fast food chains and grocery stores. But Beyond Meat is spending so much on improving the product and scaling, it's not clear when it will be profitable.
Our current household awareness is at 2%. We've got a lot of customers to go out there and talk to.
Would you ever try the meat substitutes?
No, I would never try it.
Never have, but I'd like to try one sometime.
Even so, during this summer grilling season, demand for meat alternatives is heating up. Impossible Foods has warned of potential shortages. Beyond Meat went through its own supply hiccups a couple years ago, and Ethan Brown says he's not going to let that happen again.
What I charged the team with is to be available to have capacity and feedstock and ingredients sufficient enough to go twice the levels of demand that we expect.
Okay, this is fake meat. This is real. Fake meat often has a few more calories than real meat and higher sodium, but of course it has zero cholesterol and lower fat. The real difference right now is the price. Fake meat products cost at least 50% more than real meat. Ethan Brown said it's a matter of building up his supply chain and convincing farmers to cut out the middleman, the cow, which he says is a less efficient producer of protein from plant food than his company is.
I've set a goal within the company, and it's just an internal goal, but it's a 5-year program to at least one category with one product to be able to underprice animal protein in a significant way.
Barclays estimates alternative meat could take up 10% of the global meat counter in 10 years and be worth $140 billion. But the industry has its work cut out for it. Would you ever have a fake meat burger?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
The real thing's the real thing.
Though it's getting harder to tell what's real and what's not. For On the Money, Jane Wells, Los Angeles.
And joining us now from San Francisco is Brian Swette. He is the president of Sweet Earth Natural Foods, which has a range of meatless products from burritos to pizza. And they are going to introduce a plant-based burger in September. Brian, great to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you, Sue. Great to be here.
You've had roles at a number of companies, including a stint as chairman at Burger King. Now your wife, Kelly, and you run Sweet Earth. So why did you make the move to start this company?
Yeah, so it's not unlike a lot of people that are interested in this market. You look at it from a sustainability standpoint, you look at it from a health standpoint, and you look at it from an animal welfare standpoint. So like many things, it starts with the family. My daughter turned vegetarian when she was a senior in high school, so I investigated a little bit. And as you mentioned, when I was chairman of Burger King, you saw some of the downsides of industrial meat production, and you can't help but see the impact of meat sometimes on people's health. So it came from those things. I was a park ranger growing up and loved the outdoors and connected with sustainability as being one of the important challenges of our time.
Now, you have several products in the market right now, and your plant-based Awesome Burger is due out in the fall. I'm going to taste it in just a second. As I do that, talk to me about how healthy these meat alternatives are. Jane pointed out in some cases the sodium content is higher.
Yeah, so the first thing that people look at is protein. That's why so we're a clean protein, and so you get about 28 grams of protein in our burger. We use a pea protein, a yellow pea protein, which is higher in protein. So that's one benefit. The other benefit for our burger, especially, is that it includes 6 grams of fiber. And meat has no fiber, and Americans have a real deficiency in fiber. So only 5% of Americans get sufficient fiber, and it's linked to health, so that's another positive. And then from the lack of a negative, there's no saturated fat.
Right.
So those are some of the benefits.
I just tasted it. It is delicious. It is very hard to distinguish it from meat. But the calorie count is a little bit higher. I assume that you make up for that with the lack of cholesterol.
Yeah, it's similar in calorie content. And thank you so much. We've worked my wife, who's the leader of our company and is our secret weapon, she's worked at probably, been eating thousands of these, and we've been working really diligently. And then from my little history at Burger King, we understand that, a beefy product with a umami kind of finish and grill notes is kind of important to the flavor. So glad you liked it.
It was delicious. Now, you were acquired by Nestle back in 2017. Now, you're entering a very crowded space. So what makes you different from the competition?
Well, I think, it started with the product, as you mentioned. So we think we have product benefits. The second part is that Nestle has, outstanding systems that they have worked on for, centuries. So supply chain, process, manufacturing, distribution, these are factors that, give us an advantage in the marketplace.